My
Yeah,
spiritual
yeah.
currency. And I think in these times right now, everyone has to find out who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you when adversity hits? Who are you when things don't go your way? Who are you when you lose a significant other? I
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
friend who lost his dad. I don't know what that feels like. You lost your aunt a few months ago, a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm saying is that we got to be able to stand on our team and look ourselves in the eyes and say, listen, this is who I am no matter what job, no matter what's in my bank account, no matter what the relationship title is. I am me. I am him. Win, lose, or draw. And I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
to own my imperfections, even the stuff I
Mm-hmm.
don't like about myself. I love myself unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
But that takes work. That takes practice. That takes sacrifice. That takes mental and spiritual reps.
Yeah, yeah.
And the hardest job in the world is the job on yourself, because that's how you become better.
Mm-hmm.
The
Somebody
hardest work
said,
we're doing lifestyle is on ourselves, not at the job.
uh-huh.
People worrying about money. You're the money. You're the product. You're vibrating a frequency. You're vibrating energy. Style, you believed in something and it happened
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
felt it. You know
Somebody
what I'm
asked
saying?
E. Somebody asked, "What's Game 7?" I know what it means, but we got it because we got people from all over the world, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. All right,
we
so
got to break it down for them.
when I think of Game 7, I think of NBA Finals, right? Game 7 is win or go home. And when you playing in Game 7, everything is intensified, right? Everything is heightened. It's like you win or you go home. Everything is on the line. This is your challenge. We putting all the chips on the table. Let's see if you're gonna show up. It's about to get real. Are you gonna fail or are you gonna prevail?
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta understand when Game 7, you're gonna be hitting with challenges you're not even prepared for. You might have a friend that you had 10 years ago, FaceTime you haven't seen in 10 years. A girl that curved you 4 years ago want to hang out. Or a family member you thought you loved belittle you. You like, huh? Or
Yeah, yeah,
your family talking crazy to you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
like, huh? This Game 7? Hold up.
Oh, I want this.
How do I thrive in Game 7? You got
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
centered. You got to be
yeah,
connected to the divine intelligence, the divine within you.
yeah.
Then you can go out and demonstrate and let the
So,
spirit and the energy do the work.
so E, you said when you was on the show, obviously they take your cell phone because they don't want you posting nothing. Like,
Yeah,
do you have access to books? Can you get a book? Can you bring a
yeah,
book?
you can read a book. I probably read one book. It was called Modern Romance, and it showed me how they make people fall in love.
Okay.
It's a great book.
What's it called? I'm gonna write that down.
Modern, did I say that right? Modern Romance. It's
Okay.
actually about that comedian, Aziz, I believe. He got in trouble a few years ago, but you'll
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you can read, but here's the thing, like, well, at least for me, I can speak for myself. You just not in that emotional, mental state where you just want to be reading books, you know? You got
Yeah.
this bachelorette, this one person you're focusing on, yourself. It's like
Yeah.
you against whoever,
Right.
yourself. You got to show up. So it was for me, style. It was free therapy because we had a
Mm.
therapist on the show,
Ah.
and
Okay.
one of my biggest challenges on the show was that I couldn't tell the bachelorette at the time, Rachel, that I loved her without using filler words after I said it because I didn't want to be rejected. So my spirit on the show was like, E, surrender to love, let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop fighting love. Because that's what I was fighting my whole life. Bro, I let it go.
Wow.
We in Spain. I told the girl I love her on national TV. I didn't say no words afterwards. Between you and me and everyone's listening, I felt something leave my spirit like, and I was like, oh shit, I did it. I did it. That was my purpose on the show, was to fall in love for the first time. And
Dang.
that's what It's Miracle Season is about. I called It's Miracle Season before I went on my season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the miracle on my season was to fall in love. I got into it with guys in the house. I got into it with the bachelorette. I banged up my body. I fell off the golf course. Like, I went through so many emotions. But it was all worth it because I fell in
Yeah.
love and my life changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Bro,
what I'm
that's
saying?
deep. That's deep. when you,
Yeah, bro.
okay, so it sounds like if we had to tie this in, right? Like everybody that's listening and everybody that's gonna watch this in the future, if you had to tie in, right, you surrendered everything.
Yeah.
It sounds like you brought down every layer of, you know, you used your positivity or your like that swagger that you had as your armor, but
Yeah.
really you was fronting,
I'm front,
right?
bro.
And
Front
so a lot of people will use their whatever it is, their negativity, doesn't have to be positivity, as their armor to protect themselves when really they just afraid to say, you know, I love you, or, you know, I'm scared, or
Oh, I
whatever
don't
else.
know how to love.
Or I don't know how to love.
Right.
So now you tie it into success, right? So being an entrepreneur now in your life now, how did letting everything go allow you to have the success you have now? Yeah.
We preaching, baby. Because here's the thing. I got an epiphany when I got off the show. Because what people don't know, before the show, I was personal training, selling alkaline water machines, and I was doing Uber. Right? I was doing Uber. He like, huh? I was like, yeah, I was making $700 to $1,000 a week. I was busting my tail. What I realized, I was in my own way. I was in a universe way. What I learned about that and tied into success, people say, yo, how do you get your gigs? How do you, what? They come to me. It's called the law of least resistance, the law of least effort. I'm not like, I gotta work. It's like, no. I let things come because I'm not in my own way anymore. I let it just happen naturally. So the people to break it down is this, right? We think in the world we live in, we gotta work to make a lot of money, to pay bills. No, it's not how you do it. You gotta work smart and not hard, but you gotta align your energy with the frequency you want to be on. So if I want to be this stud, or if I want to be this person, if I want to be this amazing whatever, I got to align my energy up to what that looks like or what that feels like. I can't go say, oh, I'm going to go make $1 million and I'm going to work hard at it. No, don't work hard at it. You work hard at working on yourself. And when you work hard on yourself, things within you change. Therefore, things outside of you have to change.
Yeah.
Because you shifting your paradigm. You shifting your attitude and belief system. I used to have a broke mentality. It's like, man, I'm not going to pay that for rent. I'm not. And in the moment I changed how much I was paying in rent, that's when the show came. I went from paying $650 a month in a 1-bedroom with a roommate to paying $1,850. That didn't make sense to me logically. Like, what? The show came 6 months after I moved into that place.
Hey, I'm with you on that. Yeah.
So when you spending more money, you tell the universe you want more. And then I also learned that when you spend your money with gratitude, it always comes back. But if you spending your money and you're like, you don't want to give it away, you shouldn't be spending it. But when you do something out of gratitude and love, it's going to always come back, man. It's life. It's energy. Energy likes energy. So I learned a lot of things in this. That's why I said I've always been in quarantine for so long, because I had to learn how to create new boundaries. Because I'm like, oh, people are fans of me, or people want my photo. I mean, I'll be in New York and people stop me. I'm like, yo, what's going on? This is kind of weird. I didn't understand this style. So I had to understand, what is the perception of me? What is the perception of someone that's on a show? Why do you guys feel this way? You know what they say? You're just so genuine. You're just so real. You're just so you. I'm like, huh? People not themselves? And I didn't know that. We don't know what we don't know.
Right.
So I started realizing, like, oh, I get it now. So all with perceptions and awareness and information and adding on what you believe and know, your life can change because you're not in nobody's way. I can't compete with you.
Right.
I can't be you.
Right.
You're not on my level because I'm not on your level. There's no level. The only level you create is for you, because no one can be you more than you. And that's what I've learned, is that they always ask you on the show, how do you feel about the other guys in the house? I'm not even thinking about another guy. I'm here to date the bachelorette.
Yo, E, that's crazy you say that, because it's been so many times, and this is just a side note because I got another question for you that I think is important. There's been so many times, especially in my career, where I'm around and people be like, yo, I've run into people that have said to me, bro, you know what's crazy? I'm like, what? They're like, I didn't even like you. And I be thinking to myself, like, you know what's crazy? I never even thought about you. Like, that's the difference, bro. Like, it sounds rude as hell. Like somebody can say to you, like, bro, I didn't even like you. I thought you was cocky or arrogant or whatever they thought. Yeah. And then you thinking to yourself, like, bro, I never even thought about you outside of seeing you, right? And so
I don't even elevate that thought.
I never even thought that. Okay, right. So you know, that's not targeted towards anybody in particular, but when I hear that, that's what I think of, right? Yeah. And so, yo, E, one thing that I will say, and I'm gonna be vulnerable for the people real quick. There's been times, even with all the success I've created, yeah, I've had opportunities. I can tell you about one time in particular. One of my friends, super successful entrepreneur guy, he asked me, this is gonna sound so minute, right? Because I've spoken on stage, just probably like you, like in front of 20,000 people, 30,000 people. I've been the guest speaker, it's been fantastic. But he asked me something so simple. He said, Style, would you be on my podcast? Do you know, E, I dodged him. Like I literally, and this is not a long time ago. This is probably about a year ago. You hear me? So after everything I've done, even the success that I've created, because his success was probably 5-6 times mine, whatever you would call it, you know what I mean? As far as materialistic things. Yeah. But I remember him asking it because I was intimidated by the kind of status he had. I didn't take the opportunity, and I knew why. I knew I was dodging him. I knew it wasn't like, you know what I mean? I didn't have no bullshit. I had excuses, but I knew the truth down inside. I was scared to get on a microphone with this man that I was intimidated by. So that's just my truth. I don't think I've publicly said that out loud to anybody. So for you, the reason why I'm saying it is because there's people on here, they may think because we've created so much success that we're fearless and we're unstoppable or whatever else. And maybe you haven't experienced that, but in your career now, have there been times where you've been intimidated and you maybe didn't take the step?
Well, shit, I can take mine back to when I was young. So I'm getting all this information that I'm older. So basketball was my life. Basketball was my dream. I wanted to go to the pros. But I didn't think I was as good as my peers because they was making all MAC first team. They were getting honorable mentions. They got D1 scholarships, AAU national championship. So I never looked at myself like I looked at them, but they always looked at me the way I looked at them. So I got guys that played in the NBA, that played overseas, like, yo, E, why you stop hooping? You can hoop. I'm like, for real? I can hoop? It was like, yeah, you can play ball. But I never saw myself like that because people don't know about me. I didn't get feedback coming up, good or bad. So imagine being a kid and no one told you you were good and no one told you you were bad. You just trying to figure out, well, I'm getting good grades, I'm playing basketball, but there's no kickback. And I always say, feedback is motivation. Whether it's haters or someone who wants to see you win. Feedback is motivation. So what I had to start thinking is like, why do I keep attracting these highly successful people that got millions of dollars and professional athletes? And I went to is a gym in Westlake called Proactive Sports. They train a bunch of professional athletes, and celebrities. So the owner of the gym challenged me. Okay, Trains, I got it. I hear you. I'm sorry. He challenged me, said, you can't beat Jake Gyllenhaal record on I forgot the name of the machine. I was like, I can't what? I was like, all right, cool. So I think the record was like 20 minutes. Like each 5 minutes, they take the incline up. I think I did it like 22, 23 minutes. Cool. Another 6 months go by. He say, I bet you can't beat Paul George record on a bike. I had to do a mile and I think Paul George record was like 1 minute and 27 seconds on a speed bike. Yeah, bro. I did it in 1 minute and 26. Then we had a group session with a bunch of NFL guys. We all got 4 chains on our back. And I was saying these guys tapping out at 27 push-ups. So I'm like, yo, 27? So I was like, yo, I'm going to get 30. But what I realized, and I asked my boy, he's like, you supposed to be on TV with LeBron playing. Like, I just stayed on. He told me, he said, you want to know why? It's because you know how to compete. You know how to compete. So that was one thing that made me think like, okay, maybe I'm all right. Then like my first year off the show, I had a lot of guilt and shame around success. right? So if I got a free package from Under Armour, I feel like my boys should get part of it. If I'm getting discounts, I feel like my friends should get it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I realized, so my boy was like, he said, if you keep having guilt and shame around success, you're going to fail. I was like, how do I change that? He said, you got to be selfish. And I'm a selfish person.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be selfish? He's like, yeah, you can't focus on you. Focus on you. So I say all that to say this. After having those two conversations and going to the next phase of my life, I had to wake up and realize I know who Eric Bigger is now. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to really take on my power and own it and stop running from it. I was running from my power because I didn't understand it. I knew I was different my whole life, but it just didn't make sense. And I tried so long to fit in. But I had to realize it's okay to stand out. It's okay to be outstanding. But the thing is, child, what it is for people, and maybe some of you guys listening, we are afraid of our best selves. Because our best self requires us to be responsible.
Hey.
We don't want to be responsible. You know, some of my clients will tell me, style, bro, it's easy for you because look at your body. I'm like, damn, it's not. I got to get my ass up at 5 a.m. I got to work out. I got to pray. I got to read. And people take your body and your image for granted because they just act like it just showed up that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, no, I'm up. I'm up at 5. What's up? I'm running. I'm working out. This ain't just, bro, when you text me, what I tell you? Style, I got to finish my push-ups.
Right.
I do 300 push-ups a day. I was on 90, so I had 2 more sets of 30 apiece. So I'm 150 for the day. I'm still putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, it's simple. If you want it, you can get it. But you got to be willing to take the risk, and you got to be willing to do the work.
Yeah. Bro, that's deep. What you just said, like, people, like, that's crazy the way your analogy, the way you put I told y'all before he got on here, the way he be putting the words together, bro. Like, you know, this man obviously is self-educated to the highest level, right? But how you said that people are afraid of being their best selves because they got to be responsible. Bro, that's deep. And I can think of, like, so many times in my life, you know what I mean? Or even watching people because, you know, I consider myself potentially a mentor to a lot of people. And I see so many areas in their life where they're afraid to be responsible or they're leaning on me, hoping that I'm going to take on their responsibility when they need to be able to be strong enough to take on their own responsibility, right, to be successful. So, all right, bro, I got 2 pages of notes from your live today.
Hey,
right?
Man, that's love. That's what we're here to do.
And I see people.
Style, I didn't even tell you.
Yeah.
What I discovered on my journey on being on TV, I found out what my purpose was. And it's to transform people.
Yeah.
Whether it's through TV, motivation, laughing,
Yeah.
dancing, I'm here to transform people. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you for allowing me to serve my purpose and giving me the platform to acknowledge things I've been through to help others help themselves in life. Because it's bigger than us, bro. Yeah. It's a we thing. But it took our energy to connect because I sent you a text about some information for the universe to say divine intelligence. Get on his live right now. Bro, I'm on live right now. I'll be on the 10th. Boom. The universe, bro, holding us accountable. Yeah.
That's the key, bro. I think the thing is, like, when people right now, okay, so we got a lot of people right now, potentially, sometimes people get caught up, and I'm going to say this to everybody that's on here, because so many people that are probably watching this video, they're looking for that one thing you're going to say, that one tip, and they get caught up in the numbers of people watching and stuff like this. But there was a guy that said something one time, I forgot who it was. He said, imagine you do a YouTube video, right? And like puts all his energy and effort into that YouTube video and he gets 1 view, right? And now is sad, right? He like, fuck, man, nobody like my shit, right? But who's to say that 1 view may not be Oprah? Right? Like, who's to say that 1 view and then because she sees something in you, it takes your career to the next level. So what I'm going to tell people, everybody that's watching it, that may be entrepreneurs or whatever, it's okay to get it wrong, right? It's okay to make a mistake, right? And don't get caught up in the numbers, right? Because the reason why I say this, like, E's been putting out content before I started doing my own personal motivational videos. I would go watch your videos, bro. And I was actually, I gotta say this publicly. I was so sad when you deleted all your videos, bro.
A lot of people were.
I was sad, bro, because like there were times when I went to go watch, I'm like, yo, like I don't know how. Like you just be on the curb, on the sidewalk, anywhere, bro. You be like, bing, 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 and I'm like, yeah, how did he even put those words together? And so I'm grateful. I remember when you got off the show, and I remember one of the first videos you put out, and I was like, yes, he's back, right? Because same with me, there are people in the world like, bro, people need you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the motivator needs a motivator sometimes. And so I'm saying that to say to you, bro, like, what can people expect from E right now that's going to help them move forward? What product, what YouTube, what book, what audio, where are we at right now? What can people expect from you?
Well, I mean, first and foremost and forever, as long as I live, is consistency. I'm going to be consistent. Motivation, positivity, and I'm going to be real. That's for certain, for sure. I got a book I'm working on. They'll be out soon. You guys can grab that. Just did a fitness challenge. That link will be up soon when things get back. Podcast, of course. YouTube. I got a YouTube channel, but I had to go back to the numbers. I'm not really about the numbers. I'm about that you guys get this information, this energy, and you do something with it.
Yeah.
Because I still got to go and live and still got to go be what I am, and I got to fail as well. So you guys might help me when I need something, won't even know it. I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to give a quick story, right? So there's a company called Cameo, right? You go on their site as a celebrity, as a person or influencer, and you have fans that they pay you to shout them out. So I think a fan was like in a hospital. They had surgery. They wanted motivation. So I did the video like, hey, I don't know who the person was. Like, man, be healthy, be strong. You got this. You're going to do well. I was like, okay, I did it. 6 months go by. Bro, I'm having a bad day. Style. E Bigger is having a bad day. Nobody in the world knows. The CEO, somebody who was on my account at Cameo, text me and say, Eric, I just want to let you know you just got a 5-star review from so-and-so. They say you made their day and they appreciate you. Bro, my whole day changed.
Yeah.
And I did the video 6 months ago, but it came and found me when I needed it. And I wasn't looking for it. So I'm not looking for you guys to download, to follow. I'm looking for you to be you, because if me and Style dominating the game, I need you to come in and put up points too. Because you might have a skill set we don't have.
That part.
So it's a team. It's a we thing. It's us together. Together we can be forever. But everybody got to kind of get in there. Yeah, if I got a jump shot and Style shooting from half court, that's cool. Great. What are you doing? Because I might need you when you don't even know it. So we just got to stay connected, man. One mind, one body, one soul, one spirit, one world, the universe. Be one for all and all for one. So it's just, man, life is good, man, because you know what? We breathing.
Yes.
No money you have, no amount of followers you have, no status, no fame. Doesn't matter for anybody right now. All you got is your mind and your heart. Who are you?
Yeah.
LeBron James can't even go out and do what he wants. Jay-Z can't even go do what he wants. Bill Gates, all of them, they on quarantine. So what we really talking about? Yeah, that's what you got to ask yourself. What are you really living for?
Yeah.
You can't just be for the money and the fame or to be successful. What's your meaning to your success? Got to have a purpose, and your purpose ain't got to be what mine Styles is. Your purpose can be just telling your son to get up every day and go to school. Or just checking on someone. That shit go a long way, man.
Yeah. You know what I believe, bro? I believe I believe with all my heart that this particular live video is going to impact people's lives, maybe potentially for generations to come, right? And so if you think about that, generations to come, I guess to close it out, right? Someone asked this question to me, and I stumbled, bro. They asked me the question, like, what would you tell, the younger generation or your younger self, right? Like, if knowing what you know now, like knowing what you know now, what would you tell what would you tell your younger self right now, knowing the information that you know, not somebody else's kid, the little E Bigger? What would you tell them?
I would say, Kyle, you there?
I'm here, bro.
Yeah, I would say honestly, I would say a few things. The first thing I would say was I would tell my younger self like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Then I would say it's okay to feel your feelings. You're not alone. You do have love in the world, and you're gonna be all right. Because for so long as a kid, I didn't feel the love that I wanted, and God made sure I got love in another way by going on the show. You know, so I would just tell my younger self, it's gonna be okay. It's okay to feel how you really feel and express yourself, and you're gonna be okay regardless. Just keep going, and it's okay to stand out if that's what you are. It's okay. I didn't know how to stand out. I just always wanted to fit in. I didn't want to feel like I was better than people.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and that kind of like, it didn't set me back, but it kind of, you know, it didn't allow me to see who I really was until everything makes sense.
Yeah. Bro, I can relate. Shiloh is going crazy right now, so I'm going to go ahead and close out, but I can relate, bro. There's a time where I dim my light, and I would tell everybody on here, be careful dimming your light, right? All the people that's watching this live, be careful of dimming your light. One time I was playing basketball, E, and I can't shoot, right? So I appreciate the half-court boy, right? Like, I made the teams because I could hustle, I could rebound, that was me, right? But let me just say this. I was playing basketball against a guy that plays basketball all the time, E. And we got to the point where towards the end of the game, I think we was going to 11 or something, and it was like 7-7. And towards the end of the game, he was getting winded.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm going to take this opportunity to now dominate because I can lay up all day. I just can't shoot, right? So I'm killing it. I'm bang. I'm like, it's 7. I got 8, 9, right? 10. And all I needed to score was one more point, E. And I started thinking, and this is where I dim my light. I started thinking to myself, man, if I beat him, he's going to feel like shit. He's going to start feeling like, I play this all the time. He don't even play this. This man can't shoot. How can I beat him? I'm thinking about all the, you know what I did? I pretended like I was tired, and I let him win.
You spared him.
I did. And so what I learned, though, E, at that time, I felt like I left that environment feeling like I did the right thing.
Okay.
But as I got older, and the information and the knowledge, because this is probably now 7. I realized I did him such a disservice. You hear me? I did him such a disservice. And so what I would say, bro, is as we closing out is you guys stop dimming your light so other people can shine. Sometimes you got to shine bright like E could have did and I could have did, but now we're taking it on full service to go after it. And I appreciate it, bro.
This should be the podcast. Put this on the pod. This your podcast.
Hey, bro, you know what I mean? Hey,
yeah, this is the podcast, bro.
I don't know how much time we got the IGTV. I think that's only 10 minutes, right? We can do the IGTV, boy, but maybe we can do a YouTube or something. But anyways, I love y'all, man. Thank you, E, for jumping on here. I appreciate everybody that's watching this. And I'm going to save it. I'll try to send it to you somehow in the universe, however we can make this. Get it?
I love you, brother. Thank you. Don't stop for anybody, not even yourself.
Right.
Because there's more to get.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everything will make sense when it's all said and done, but we ain't done.
Right, exactly.
We gotta keep going.
Hey, y'all be easy. Everybody that logged in, we love y'all. Stay blessed. Eat bigger. Go follow my boy. Go buy his book when it's coming out. Get his workout plan when it comes out. Watch his new movie when he writes it and he stars in it and he acts in it and he comes out. All right, y'all. Peace, bro.
Love. Appreciate it.